Mr. Negron, in the last WMUR debate with your primary opponent, you stated you may not take a COVID-19 vaccine even if approved and marketed to the public. The President has long spoken of the vaccine as a turning point in the battle against COVID. Do you agree? And if not, how does the U.S. get out of this pandemic if not through vaccinations?
Well, you know, my sister actually contracted COVID-19, John, and she went through the protocols without the vaccination, and she's perfectly fine now. You know, this vaccination is just like any vaccination. It's my own personal decision. It should be something that's mandated to me by the government. You know, we have flu vaccines that are out there that are not mandated by the government. These are something that I take as a personal liberty. You know, I don't need big government coming in to tell me that I have to take a vaccination for something that we really don't know what the end result's going to be. So, you know, if the president wants to take a vaccination, that's up to his choice and anybody else's. But mandating mandatory vaccine, John, for a COVID-19 pandemic, I think is a wrong course of action. If people want to take it for their own well-being and state of mind, they should do that. But to mandate it, I disagree with.
And Congresswoman, you brought forward the Coronavirus Vaccine Development Act to ensure that the nation could mass produce a vaccine once approved. But an August Gallup poll showed 1 in 3 Americans would not take such a vaccine. In the vice presidential debate, Democratic nominee Kamala Harris said, quote, "If Dr. Fauci, the doctors, tell us that we should take it, I'll be the first in line to take it. But if Donald Trump tells us we should take it, I'm not going to take it," close quote. Why should people trust the vaccine, any vaccine, being tested at this unprecedented pace?
Well, here's the point. I think it's President Trump that politicized the vaccine. In fact, because he talked about rushing the vaccine before the election, there's been a 29% drop in the number of Americans willing to take the vaccine. What I have faith in is the scientific process, and we need to go back to that. We need to go back to the Food and Drug Administration, get past this election, and under a Biden administration, when we are listening to science and following the science, then we will we'll know if it's safe and effective. We have 9 different candidates in human trials right now, and until we know whether it's safe and effective, this discussion is essentially moot. But I am confident that we will have a vaccine, and I think any elected official, once it is proved, needs to step up and have confidence in that system so that we can restore the integrity. We will not find our way out of the COVID-19 pandemic without the vaccine. And so this is critical for our economy, for the well-being of our families, and critical for you and your family too.